Well, recently I was asked how fast it would take me to make a complete arrowhead. And it was an interesting question. I never really wanted to do a video on that sort of thing because training to do arrowheads quickly is a whole different skill, right? To see how fast you can do one, you take shortcuts of different types. You know, it depends on what you start with. I don't know if I mentioned that already. If you start with a flake, I suppose that's the fastest other than a preform. If you start with a fully made preform, and then what's the definition of complete for the arrowhead? Does that mean fully flaked on both sides? Or is it with everything that an arrowhead could have? Like arrowheads could have serrations and notches and thinness and an elaborate stem and parallel flaking. And the list can go on a little bit further. What is a complete arrowhead? Well, let's see. Also, to take into consideration is a haftable arrowhead into a prepared shaft or prepared foreshaft. The notch on the shaft or foreshaft can be made ahead of time, and then you make your arrowheads to fit the shaft, right? Is that what complete means also? An arrowhead that is made to fit into a pre-made notch? So there are several questions before you can start to test yourself to see how fast you can make a quote-unquote complete arrowhead. Most people probably think of a complete arrowhead as something that's got at least 3 different characteristics, right? Sharp edge, notch, and ability to be hafted right away into a prepared notch. I think those 3 characteristics are minimum, and then you add in maybe fully flaked on both sides. Right, and also depends on the type of arrowhead. Some arrowheads are finished, but they don't look finished. You know what I mean? Some arrowheads are kind of crude looking, but they can be considered complete. So if that's a complete arrowhead, it's thin enough to be hafted into a notch. It's got sharp edges all the way around. It's got a couple notches in it. So how long does it take me to make a complete arrowhead? I don't know. You tell me.